Alright, cool. So we're going to do a tutorial on making a hoof shoe using a wedge sandal. This is basically what we're making. So I have a wedge. I already cut out the heel of it. And to do this, this is really just to make this part of it a little bit more smaller so it actually looks like a hoof when I'm done. And I have a little notch cut out here in the front for the cleft part, actually right here. So I'm using aluminum window screen or door screen. I got this at Lowe's, so it was pretty cheap for a huge roll. So I'm going to basically tack it on here on the sides using nails. And then, as I had with this one, I have to cut it in slits on each side. That's basically it. Now, with this one, I actually noticed, and I'm sure you can probably see it with this one, is that it kind of is bowing out here. So I actually attached a string on the back just to hold it in while I make the paper mache, and then I'll probably cut it when I'm done. So, okay, so part 2, we're gonna do paper mache, the frame of it. So this one's already done. And I'm actually just kind of as it's drying, I'm kind of making sure that the cleft part, kind of stays still there. But anyway, so we're going to do that, but I'm going to show you on this one. So I actually did a 1 part glue, 1 part water, even mix, because I used Elmer's glue, which is really heavy, so you can do that. And I already cut all my strips because I figured you didn't want to see that. So anyway, here we go. Alright, so that is pretty much done now. All of the little bumps and stuff, the slight imperfections, not gonna worry about, because the next step is, after this dries, is we put a Bondo cover on top of it, and then once that dries, we'll end up sanding it down. So for right now, if it doesn't look perfect, that's okay. We'll kind of sculpt it once it dries. So today we are bondoing the paper mache that we did the other day. Let that dry, and this is actually what we're doing with the Bondo. So I'm just going to show you on the other shoe. So I got this Bondo, it's just a normal car automotive Bondo and hardener, and I recommend doing small batches of it. I tried a big batch and it hardened before I was even able to finish doing it, so I ended up having to get another can. Uncap it. And then this is the hardener. It actually just came with it, so just a little bit goes a long way, as I found as well. And there's actually directions on it, so it'll tell you generally how much Bondo versus hardener to use. So we are sanding the Bondo now that it's dried. I highly recommend wearing a mask while you do this. This stuff can be toxic, so I'm actually just wearing one. I'm also using, on my sander, I'm using an 80. It gives pretty good grain without it tearing through everything. So, this is basically what it's gonna look like when it's done. You can see that there's still quite a bit of like, not really perfect sanding, but I'm not too worried about this because all of this is going to be covered in fur when I'm done. So I'm mostly just focusing on this. I did sand it down a little bit. I wanted it to be a little bit neater. So, but that's basically what we're going for. So we're going to start on this one. So this is the second hoof done. Looks like I could probably sand a little bit more on this side to kind of even it out, but basically that's it.